Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to Manor Lord Monday as we finally decide to reset to a different map. The previous map that we were on last week wasn't going too well and we were being absolutely destroyed by brigands. So this time we decide to go back onto the rivers map and we play on the brigade game mode where we just have to survive and get to the large village status to win. We start our village, we rapidly grow so we can have a retinue and some militia out to help defend against some brigands. Some brigands very quickly appear within our city. We fend them off and we go and take the fight to a couple of bandit camps. So without further ado, let's jump on in. And we are back on Manor Lords Monday, as you can see here. Essentially just recovering after being absolutely destroyed by these brigands that attacked this town. And we've got a lot of people homeless. This location is doing just fine, but you know what? We've suffered a lot in this campaign. Realised that I think there's a slight bug with walls that if they're not fully connected, they're not going to work. So there's a huge gap here, so these walls don't work unless it needs to be fully encompassed. But I have figured out a lot of the trade system, figured out how to capture a second area. So I've learnt a lot out of this run. It's been a good run. We're going to go again. So we're not playing on any of the experimental builds. We're playing on the base build now. Because there is no experimental build. It is on the base build. So we are going to go back to the main menu. And we're going to start a brand new game today. We've started many brand new games to get to so far. But however, never mind. I don't really care about any of this, to be honest. So we're going to go straight and continue. And today we're going to go for... I like the idea of 2 territories in the north are claimed by the legitimate Baron. No, on the edge. I like the idea of fighting against continual bandits. So we're going to go for bandits. We're going to put this on the winding river map. I really like the idea of using rivers to my advantage. And we're not going to change any of the settings. We're going to jump straight into beginning. Hopefully we can get the basics set up in this first video. And I'm going to probably keep resetting my attempts of playing through this game until I get a decent run. We're going to see what happens. I want to be right next to a river wherever we start. We have started next to a river, which is really good. Have got... Let's have a look at our resource before we go. So what have we started with? We've got berries. I actually don't know where we've started. Okay, there we are. So we've got berries all the way up there. We've got some wild animals over here, which we can move towards us. We've got some stone, we've got some salt and some clay. That's good for high resource of berries. We can then grab this area to the east here, which has a fishing pond, which is good. We have got a river going through our area. We've got a couple bridges, so we can use those bridges to our advantage. I would like to try and grab this region just here, because then we can build a defense in this area here using essentially this river. Build a little gatehouse here, then build a wall behind, so we can. If walls work, that is, be really useful. But we're going to go for this. So all we need to do is get to a large town settlement. Easier said than done. First thing we're going to do is, once again, we're going to pause it. And we want to reconstruct a shrine. If I remember where shrines are. There they are. You construct a shrine on top of a... hunting spot. It will migrate. And you just keep doing it until it gets close enough that you're happy with it. So I want it to be a little bit closer. That's perfect. I think that might mess some things up. That would be perfect, so I can cut everything down here. The only problem is the berries may disturb it. People collecting berries, that is. I'll do this a couple more times. And I kind of want it roughly where the salt is, if I'm going to be honest. That'll do. Now I've got a load of how do I destroy these again? Do I have to click them and... Oh, okay. So I'm going to quickly destroy these. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll be back in a second. So we are back. So the first thing we want to do, we want to get to a manor as soon as possible. So what are the requirements to get a manor? We need a small village and planks. So with that in mind, we want to go straight for farming. We want to put a field around roughly where these berries are. That will protect the berries. So we won't chop down all the trees. There you go. You can see all the berry bushes here. If you do that, your farmers won't automatically, well, the tree cutters won't chop down the berries by accident. And then over here, so on the main road here, let's do that to roughly where the what are they called? Where the animals are, and do a circle around them with the wood, with the road, I should say, and they're less likely to annoy and scare off the deer. I'm trying to think. My mind's a complete blank today. There we go. So we're going to build that all the way around there. A new message is going to tell us, yeah, track their movement. So there's some brigands already in the map. Where are they? So we want to take them out as soon as possible. Where are they? They're not showing up yet. It did just say they've just started traveling. So we want to hit them as soon as possible, which means we either need money for a to get mercenaries, or we want to get our mana up. So how do we get to a small village? We need 5 Burbage plots. So to get that, I'm going to probably play on pause for a little bit of time now. For us to get that, we will want to build. Let's just build a straight road down here. Build a straight road going past these berries. We're going to want to collect the berries. So go to gathering over here. So we want to collect the berries just there. Then we also then want to get a logging camp as soon as possible. We'll build that just there. And we do want a saw pit. We don't really need it right now. Let's get ourselves a woodcutter's lodge to start getting some firewood. And I think that is all we're going to want right now. We do want this. And we want to build this over here. And we may as well build this because we will need planks. But it's not a higher priority. We're going to allow them to start grabbing all of those. While we wait for that, let's build some more roads. And we're going to essentially build roads anywhere we can. So we're going to need these planks to build a manor. So we can recruit a retinue. So there it is. So we need planks and some stones. We have enough stones. We have some stones in this region anyway, which is great. We're going to build a road to that stone deposit anyway. Or roughly to that stone deposit. Clay and salt. Okay, we've never really bothered with clay or salt before, but that's good to know. And we're going to probably play a lot of this in fast forward just to get the ball rolling. And so we want to get... So, oh no, they made a shrine. Okay, we can live with the odd shrine out and about. That's completely fine. So we need all this area to be built. Then we're going to essentially build... Coming off this central hub over here, we're going to essentially build a... It's definitely not going to be a square. But we're going to essentially just build a load of houses coming off like a branch, just like that. And then that can just be in... we could do that just at a weird angle, just like so. And we're going to build a... Where are we? We're going to build a market. So first we want to build a well in here somewhere. So we probably want to build 2 wells. Just build 1 there and probably just 1 there. Let's go to trading. No, we don't need trading. We need marketplaces. I forgot where marketplaces are. I might be really stupid right now. Where is marketplace? There's a marketplace. Marketplace would probably be worth just doing. We don't need one too big. Honestly, that is going to be more than enough. 13. Yeah, it's going to be more than enough. That should allow people from each side of this kind of spoke to be able to trade. Whoa, what's going on there? That doesn't look right. And then we're going to essentially move that straight across there, straight across to here, and then give a line straight across to here. Perfect. This is not the ideal setup. Do not follow my setups. I do not go for optimization. We've got a first attack in 300 days. So we're going to ideally do this first episode in the 300 days. So we're going to wait for things to get built. First things first, let's get a forager up and running. Then we also want some logistics. We will want a storehouse and a granary. Obviously they require a bit. And we will then also need to go and grab some more stones as well. That requires a fair bit. So that's completely fine. They are essentially required, but that's completely fine. We want 1 person in the logging camp. And what are we doing for food? Okay, we don't require any fuel at the moment. Because we have no burbages. Would be good to have someone on there. And saw pit. Okay, we won't have anyone on the well. Okay, we can't have anyone on the well anyway. Good. Right, let's speed this up a little bit more. We will want someone on the saw pit as soon as possible. Let's build a storehouse, although we don't have any. Let's build a storehouse. I'm trying to think where I want to put it. Don't really want to mess up that middle slot there. Let's build a storehouse there. Okay, we don't have enough goods for that anyway. Need two bits of timber. And these guys, I think our ox is just going to be completely used up building this, some of these random buildings. It's completely fine. Okay, we have got 2 timber now. So we're going to build straight away. Storehouse. We are going to want to build a granary. And we'll just build them all along here. Because it's not too far away from everywhere we need. And then once the granary is built, we're going to want to start the saw pit being used. So we can grab some stones, enough stones, to then build the manor. So we need 15 for the manor. Okay, storehouse is complete. Awesome. Not enough goods. So we need one more bit of timber for this. We'll wait for it to drop off. Won't take long for it to appear.
Summer's coming soon, and soon the beating sun.
Come on, just need one more timber. There you go. That's that done. Perfect. We want one person into... Once that's built, we want one person in here. So we need altogether to build the manor. So we need 20 planks for the manor and 15 stones. What do we need to build? Get stones. We need 4. So we need 24. So essentially 25 planks, which is fine. So once this granary is built, we'll get someone onto the saw pit. We'll get 25 planks. Get some stones quickly. But then we have enough for the manor. Then all we then need to do is mass produce as many. Then we just mass produce. Okay, we don't need anyone on there anymore. And then we could just mass produce logs and burbages. So someone on the saw pit now. Don't need anyone in any of these buildings. That's completely fine. And hitching posts, we will want to relocate you so you're somewhat central. And that works quite nicely. There you go. So we just now need to keep an eye on our resources up here. And just wait for the planks to grow up. To go up. The planks aren't growing. That's not how you make planks. And then obviously our stock's damaged. So we lost some tools. Okay, we've got 10 planks there. Perfect. Did lose 2 tools. That's a bit annoying. Never mind. What we still got over here? So we've got a bit of... let's put someone in the storehouse to get working. There we've got 20 planks now, which is good. We can now go over here and build this. Okay, we need 1 timber. So we're going to essentially make 1 more load of planks. Just get that to 30. And then that's all we need. Just wait for this to happen. Okay, we need 1 more plank. There we go. So that should get that to 30. Let's get back into this. Once that goes up to 30, we can then take them out of the sawmill. That's all we need for the time being. We are going very quickly through this. Okay, we needed... Yeah, that's more than enough to pick you up of there. We're going to go over here. We have 1 timber. We'll put this down. There we go. This is going to be the highest priority. And once this is built, yeah, we need... How much was it? Was it 30? No, it's 15. So we need 15 stone. Which is completely fine. Because we already have... We have 10. What we needed some for this... For whatever reason, we already have 10. So we only need 5 stone. Which is completely fine. Because we'll get them very quickly. And the timber will go up as well. There's the timber. So I want to... Right, they said there was a bandit camp somewhere. There's no bandit camp in this region. No, none there, none there. Okay, there's no bandit camp at the moment, which is fine. Gives us a bit of time, which is very good. I've got a hunting camp over here. Let's put 1 person in hunting camp. So essentially we've got 1 person free at the moment. And he'll come up here and do the building of this. Which I believe he's going up here now. And once we've cut down the amount of wild animals up here, then we'll look at maybe doing a bit of production over here. What production would we do? So we'd want to do some leather. I've forgotten where leather is. Farming? No. Industry. There it is. Hides into... So we want a tannery, but that does cost some planks. We can afford those planks now, actually. So we only need 24 planks. But we've already built this, so we don't need that many planks. That's completely fine. And we just want someone to walk the planks over there. Yeah, well, like I said, once this has reached its critical mass, I think it only goes down. Once it gets down to 10, we can then take them off of this hunting camp. And as long as we've got at least, I'd like to keep ideally a year worth of food. But that's obviously easier said than done. So I've never really had a system where I've managed to get farms up and running. They've either died before it's got to that point, or I've just not really got them running. So whether I get farms working today, I'm not too sure. Well, it won't be today's episode anyway. We want to get the bare minimum of the manor completed. And potentially, with the manor completed, we might be able to get... Do we have any weapons yet? We have 0 weapons. So I'd like to ideally get 1 Burbage up to level 2, and we can start making some bows. So we can spend as much money as we can on essentially upgrading the retinue and getting ourselves some bows. We have no iron in this region, do we? Okay, we have no iron. That's a bit of a shame. So our first area should be iron. There's an iron deposit over there. Okay, so I think it's pushing us towards this middle area, which is perfectly fine. I just need them to hurry up and build this. And how is this going? So 11 animals, that's good enough. That's good enough for now. Take you off there. And we've got, yeah, 3 assigned families. We just need this being made. And I don't think we've got enough money to actually buy any mercenaries yet, do we? Let's go to mercenaries. So it requires this. Treasury rather than regional wealth. So yeah, we have no money. And here we go. That should be all we need. Okay, or not. Need 1 more plank. It's probably an easy way of me just doing a road from all the way from there all the way across. Or we can just do a road up here as well. Get all there, all the way across. Perfect. And also build a road. No, you're not. Doesn't really matter. Right, let's get 1 person onto there. So we need 10 stone at the moment. So we need 15. We only need 5 stone, which is completely doable. So now we just need to build 5 houses. So 5 Burbages. And obviously the market's here, so let's build how many we've got. We actually have enough. We have enough for 5 Burbages. We're going to use this, all this room here. Dumb this down. There's 5 there. Ooh, I wouldn't mind all of them having their own extension as well. So we want to build 4 there. And then we will build just a singular one, just here, with a veg plot. Just like that. Down 1. There you go. Ooh. It's not good. It's not going to be a very big veg plot. Can I do it like that? There's a way of getting the right angle when you build the plot like this. Can't remember what the angle is, because that's even worse.
This is heavier than it looks.
Something like that might work. There you go. That's better. That's a lot better. So then we'll be able to use that to potentially... There you go. We've got more than enough stone now, so we can stop collecting stone. You off of there. And with that in mind, we can then put... Let's put some more people. Let's put 1 person in the granary for the time being. We don't need to get any more animals. No. So we're in a good place, as it looks. So we're building everything we need to build. We do obviously need to get ourselves... Okay, we want to put... I don't really... Do we need any logs at the moment? Okay, we've got enough fuel for a very long time. Ideally, I want someone to join the town, but that's not feasible at the moment. So let's take you off of there. Let's put you into the saw pit, because we want to build ourselves. So these hides are going to come from there. We're going to put the hides way over here. We're going to put the hides in the... we're going to tannery just here. So not enough goods. What are we missing? We are missing timber for that one, which is fine. That costs 6 planks. We have the 6 planks because this costs 20. So we've got 26. We've got more than enough. So you can now come back off of there, back into the logging camp. And we want to build a tannery. There we go. So we want to build a tannery, which we're going to build now. So then turn all of these... Where are we? So we can turn all of these hides, wherever the hides are, into leather, which then can be used. Bandit camp has been sighted. Where's the bandit camp? That's quite close. That's good. That's manageable. Because I want to get one of these upgraded as soon as possible. Why I want to upgrade them? So we can start making some bows. So I want the bows workshop as soon as possible. And to meet that, we need a church and we need clothing. So let's start all looking at getting a church. Because I essentially want a relatively strong retinue, but I want a really strong... Okay, we're going to need some more planks from that. we're going to need 15 more planks to get the manor. That's fine. We're not going to get taxed straight away. So I want essentially a strong retinue and a very strong kind of archer setup. But everyone should be homed now, which is good. We're going to build this as soon as possible. And there we go. Development point gained. Doubles capacity of wild berries, which is really useful. But having the ability to make our own armor is very useful, but this area hasn't got any iron, so that's pointless. We've got a large... Is it a large? Yeah, we've got a large amount of berries, so it makes sense for us to grab berries. And we'll just do that for the time being, and then we may end up going up here for the farming. New message. Strong militias paramount. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived. Okay, so what was the weapons? Shields and spears. Perfect. So we are actually ahead of ourselves. So we want to get ourselves this wooden church. And we can now get ourselves this manor when we get 5 more bits of timber. So is it worth getting manor first? I think it's probably worth us getting with the manor first. And the manor, we're going to put the manor just over... We're going to put the manor up to the top here. And we're going to commit to that. Or do we want to put... No, actually we're going to demolish that. We're going to put the manor to one side. We're going to put the manor essentially on its own. So we can build essentially a defense around it as well. There you go, we're going to commit to that. We do want to obviously upgrade it with a... whatever building it is, that increases its retinue size. That's completely fine for now. So what do we need to now build a... Speed this up again. So we now need to build a church still. So go to residential. Church. 20 planks. 5 view. That's fine. So that's... Where do we have everyone? Get someone out of the granary for the time being. Put you into the saw pit. So you want someone to keep building. So that's completely fine by me. Let's speed this up. And we're going to be relatively close to being able to get a... actually, we can go to advanced here. Saw pit. We can put a production limit. So we want a reserve of, let's say, 5 timber. So if there isn't a reserve of 5 timber, it's not going to work. So it will always allow me to at least build a couple buildings. And now we want to build a reserve as many as possible when it comes to planks. So we can start building some bows. We're going to try and get ahead of ourselves as soon as possible. So we've almost got enough planks here. We need 5 more. We do need a lot of timber for this. But once again, timber just takes a bit of time. That's completely fine. And we've got everything we need for the manor. Where is the manor over here? Yeah, so that's just going to take time as well to build that. Then all of these, I've got one of them upgraded already. So what does it now need to upgrade? So it needs food. So we need people in the food stall. I've obviously taken someone off the granary and also need some leather, which I need 1 person in the tannery. So I now essentially just need people to join the town. And then we can start working on some of these. And we're very close to being able to build the wooden church. We'll see max speed. We've got 141 days. We lost a bit of firewood. That's completely fine. And hopefully we can get the manor built. We can push and take those out before the end of this episode. So expendability, I think probably the expendability of the militia, I think is probably worthwhile. Because I don't really want to lose any of my retinue. Because retinue does cost a fair bit. Right, okay. Pantry's full. Okay, that's fine. If the pantry's full, and there's no requirement to keep grabbing berries. We've got 3 months worth of firewood, so we want to go grab some firewood now. How are we looking for planks? So they've got the first... I think they're going to grab the first bit of timber now, which means we can now... So now, there's always going to be a reserve of 5, and if there's anything below, above 5, they'll use it for saws. In the saw pit, if there's anything below 5, obviously they won't use it. There you go. So they use the 6th one into the saw pit. And that will allow us to build the church. The church will just build out of the way. Just up there. And the manor is almost constructed. Good. And that should allow us. I would obviously want someone straight into the tannery to start giving us some... what are they called? Some leather. So we can take you off there. Put you in the tannery to quickly make all the leather. Because we've got... How much have we got, actually? We've got 7 hides, with 10 hides in theory. We can then probably go up and do a bit more culling of the local wildlife. 6 months worth of fuel. Okay, let's take you off of there. Let's go and get some more. Obviously, they've got a load of meat up there, but we also want more hides. Kind of why we're doing it. And if I go over here, okay, so I can now start upgrading all of these with additional living space.
So could I.
And how much do I need for each additional living space? It's 2, so I need 8 altogether because they've all got additional living space. So if 8 altogether, so we don't have enough timber for that. But that's fine. It'll just take time. So upgrade 1 at least. Then we can't upgrade any others. I'm not going to give them any of these just yet. No particular reason. I just don't want to give them any upgrades just yet. And you should be hunting over here. Good, you are. Perfect. You should give us some hide. I don't think... So we will have the manor built in time. Whether we're going to have anything else built in time, we'll have our militia up. So we'll have a retinue and militia ready. And we probably won't have bows in time. That's completely fine. If we can... We'll take out these first bandits. Now, once the bandits are done, then we will then obviously push out and... so we'll take out these bandits and we'll take out these brigands over here. Okay, so how many hides have you got? Okay, you've got a fair bit of hide. We'll wait until this is down to 10, and then we'll move you over to do something back in town. We have enough food for winter, which is good. Sometimes I do tend to struggle, at least starting off, but I think this is a very strong start. Already got our manor being built. We've already got the church being built, so we can then start working on bows very shortly. Probably given too many orders for my town. So they're not rushing to build everything straight away. So they've got a lot to build. But never mind. We have 2.5 months until we need to be ready for this bandit attack. And okay, we've almost got enough stone there. That is probably going to be the highest priority, to be honest. And then come on, need 1 more timber. I guess it's going to take a while for the timber because we're using all of the oxes just continually being used. Are you down to 11? That's good enough. And then we can then put you back in the granary. We can put you in the granary. I don't think you were ever in the granary. And now we wait. Now we wait. How's this looking for their needs? So they just need a church now. Yeah, all these just need a church. Once that's done, we're good to go. Manor's now built. Perfect. We can open the manor planner. And one of them... Where is it? So it's this one. We need 15 planks and 10 timber. We want this to increase the retinue size. 15 planks and 10 timber, which means I'll put 1 person into here. So we need 5 planks, and yeah, we can get that relatively quickly. Might not be able to get it before we get attacked by bandits. Okay, we need someone unassigned someone. Once we've made all the leather, which all the leather's now been made, you can come up here. You've done a really good job. You can go and continue building things. 55 days, just over a month until we get attacked. And let's keep an eye on what resources we've got. I prefer to actually see all of our building resources, to be quite honest. I don't like seeing this up here, because I don't really care for that, because all the information I want is over here anyway. But hey, that's just my personal preference. I guess I just could keep it on this screen. So there we go. So we're going to make the last bit of the planks now. I know I've been speeding through this initial setup. I think the initial part of most Manor Lord games tend to be the same. So I just want to speed through this initial part. And because we should make our planks. There we go. Our planks should be ready. And so, yep, just need the church. Everything's up there. We just need to move the last of these goods. Alright, let's go back onto here. So we now just need 10 timber. Which means I can take someone off of here. And then they can help build. So we've got 2 people helping build. So this is the highest priority. So we can upgrade one of these. 36 days until we get attacked. And like I said, we'll deal with the attack first. Once the attack's dealt with, we'll then push out, take out this brigand camp, and then we'll be very good. In a very good place. Let's double check. So we need 2 more bits of timber. 1 more bit of timber. And Come on, where are you? Oh, it would be nice to start picking up some money as well, so I wouldn't mind a full upgraded retinue at some point. I don't tend to get an upgraded retinue, so... Open castle planner. Let's go build a garrison tower. I'll just put it straight next door, and we can commit to it. And that's a very high priority. This is also... The good thing about having... building things from the manor is that the people that live inside the manor actually help with the building. When you can actually, there's one of the tabs here which tells you who lives there. They will actually do some of the building for you, whereas they won't help with something like the wooden church. They wouldn't help with that, but they would help building something for the retinue, for the manor, which is really cool. I've got 25 days. So what weapons have we got? We've got 20 large shields and spears. Okay, we don't need all of that 20. And then we've also got our retinue size of, let's have a look, of 5. Okay, that's pretty good. But you as highest, let's drop you down to high. Hopefully they focus on this. Yeah, let's probably speed up time again. You can see these people live inside the manor. Because they're retainers and they're servants, so they live in the manor. They're just, they actually do some of the transportation themselves. The only worrying factor is the timber. All the rest of these goods will appear, but the timber's going to take the longest because you have to go and grab it. And we only got 1 ox. I guess we could buy another ox. Where are you? Look, hitching post. There we go. We've got only room for 1. Cost 4. Is it worth buying an ox right now? It's not going to get here in time. So ox will be next video's problem. Okay, we lost a load of leather with that as well. So we definitely want to hit them as soon as possible. But that's going up quickly. That's good. So the church is going up. I guess they're with the manor. They're just waiting for the timber to arrive, and then it'll be done. We've got 7 days until we get attacked. It is going to start to thaw out as we get into spring. And how are we looking? So we've got loads of fuel. Food is obviously going to be an issue. So there's a second bandit camp now. Second bandit camp is just to the south as well. We should be able to do 3 birds, 1-ish stone, and it's going to be a big stone. And we should be able to take care of them all. And then enemy unit spotted. There we go. Where are they attacking from? They're attacking from the other side of the world. We have a long time to wait. I like how it looks like you can cross there. Okay, we've got a long time to wait until they get here, which is completely fine. So we can just continue. Wooden church is complete, so we can upgrade one of these. We need planks for that one. So let's put some back in here. And we're going to need planks for that, and then we can start bringing out some of our big boys. So we're just going to need to keep an eye on where that brigade unit is. I don't want to attack him and fight the other local brigades at the same time. I kind of want to do one at a time. So I'll be overwhelmed if I focus on too much. Work area is empty. Okay, I'll put you to work here, to work on the barriers. Okay, now the barriers have appeared. That's good. And yeah, I think we're in a really good place considering. We've got this one. We can now upgrade our first place, which is perfect. Saw pit, we probably don't need someone to stay retained on the saw pit, so we can then come back down here. We can grab some more hide and meat, so we can turn it into leather. We've got 4 months worth of fuel, which we'll have to put someone on that in a minute. And where's this attack looking? Okay, the attack's probably getting quite close now. Oh, the attack's already here. Ah, I messed that one up. Right, you guys rally, get here. Let's get it's these guys we've got. You guys rally here. Yeah, I was not expecting that to be that quick, to be quite honest. You guys go straight into combat. You guys go straight into combat. I knew they were going to get it pretty quickly, but that was a lot quicker than I expected. This should be an easy win for us. In theory. Because the brigades are all over the place. I guess all of our troops are all over the place as well. So we're coming into this with 21 troops. So hopefully we can come out of this with 21 troops. And okay, we've lost 1. We lost 2. We lost 3. Okay, our spear militia is getting absolutely destroyed. We've lost a fair few from that. That's okay. Right, first thing we want to do is build a corpse pit. It's going to be quite crucial. And are we going to be strong enough to push out? I don't know. I generally don't know. Because that's 18 right there, and this camp over here will have 18. Let's go try and take out one camp. We'll see how this goes. Okay, let's speed this up.
Summer's coming soon.
And there we go. Let's close this down. So the retainer, you guys will go stand your ground. You guys go off to one side, see if we can try and at least flank them. If we can get them, if we can flank them, perfect. Probably be better if you guys attack them actually. You guys stand your ground. You guys switch to full force. There you go, get you guys straight in there. Battle under the trees. And then you guys can then attack from the rear. So once again, we are exact numbers here, but we have flanked them in theory. So we'll see how this goes. So they've lost one already, which is a good sign. They've lost two. Wait, okay, no, okay, they're routed now. Good. So if I had planned that defense better, we probably wouldn't have lost anyone. Right, let's go and take out the bandit camp. And how's everything looking over here? Everything's fine over here. Obviously, next time when they attack, we should have at least some form of archers as well. Let's go grab you guys. Grab this bandit camp. New message. So we're gonna keep the money. Let's get you guys back in. Is it worth? I think we might be able to take this camp down here as well. That time we lost zero people then, so we may as well go take the other camp as well, then we'll end this episode. Slightly longer episode, but that's fine. And we want one person in the corpse pit. We had someone move in, so that's fine. What's their effectiveness at? So they're quite fatigued. Does their fatigue go up? Does go up, that's fine. Let's get you guys... So let's get you guys about here. And once you're there, we can then deal with the kind of the finer detail, I should say. Right. So resource stolen, that's fine. Actually, no, that's not particularly fine. So we actually want one person in there. Actually, thinking about. But obviously, they're not going to grab that many resources because half of our force is actually away. Right. Let's slow us down. You guys are going to still hold your ground. You guys can go forward. You guys can go to the flank. And the intention is for you guys, once again, to take the brunt of the attack. You guys are going to attack on the flank. And stand your ground. Perfect. And you guys are fatigued. You are quite fatigued. We should be fine here. I hope. And they're going to charge in any second now. I don't really want to wait too long for these guys. Let's get you straight in there. You guys go straight in. Go and assist. There you go. At the moment, equal numbers. Okay, no, their numbers are dropping very fast. Okay, this is really good. Awesome. Right, Spear Militia. You guys are getting back to town to get disbanded. So we need people working on the fields and everything again. And the rest of you will go and destroy the bandit camp. But at least it's good that I can deal with this with my normal force without having to buy any more. Right, we're going to keep this money ourselves. Got extra 100 gold. Perfect. You guys are going to be disbanded. An army, I can right click that. So how many tools have I got? Spear Militia, I've only got enough for 17, which is fine. I think I can only field 15 anyway. Right. Well, you guys come back and I can disband this retinue as well. I do want to upgrade this retinue and ideally increase the numbers, but we might wait until we get an ore deposit to go and disband. You're in your home region. There you go, disband you as well. Perfect. So I think I've got enough influence to claim the next region, but I don't have the money to start in the next region as well. I don't think it's smart to go straight out there. So we're going to wait on that one. we will end this episode there. Because we've done a bit of fighting. We've done quite well. We've got a good foothold, good start. For us to win, of course, we need to get to a large village, I believe it is. And I believe it's a large village. I don't actually know where to see the objectives. So yeah, we just need to get to large village, which we need 2 level 2 Burbages and then 5 normal Burbages. Well, 5 Burbages full stop. So we'll get to medium village automatically. We're going to then try and rush to large village, which I can't remember how we get there. But that's future us problem. That would be next week's us problem. So if you've made this far, thank you much for watching. As per usual, we've got a few links down in the description below. One link is to Mrs Rothmers, my other half's YouTube channel. If you like any fantasy lore, stuff like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, or Warhammer, feel free to have a look at that. Then finally, we've got 2 other links. One to my Discord, if you want to join the community Discord. It's a small community. We are very slowly growing. Feel free to join. And then we've got a link to mine and Mrs Rothmers YouTube channel where we play. Well, at the moment, we're building, painting, and collecting the Age of Sigmar and the Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth strategy games, the tabletop miniatures. Soon we'll be battling, which will be pretty cool. So if that's the type of thing you'd like as well, feel free to have a look over there. So have a wonderful day, everyone, and as per usual, peace out.